Hello and welcome back to another video on the Wrestling and to another edition of Smackdown Out of 10. Not only did this show deal with the fallout from the Survivor Series, but we also got the finals of the Last Time Is Now tournament to determine who John Cena will fight in this retirement match at Saturday night main event. So yeah, a lot going on, and we started the show with a video recapping the events of the Survivor Series before we got the usual shots of people walking backstage. Nick Aldis was shown telling Drew McIntyre he was still suspended and ordered him to leave, but Cody attacked him in his truck. Drew drove off, so Rhodes marched his way to the ring looking angry. He grabbed a mic and demanded Aldis reinstate McIntyre so he could get revenge for McIntyre invading his tour bus. The recap video, backstage stuff and Rose promo contributed about 10 minutes to open the show. It was the perfect amount of time to sell a few without overstaying its welcome. The American Nightmare was convincing of his rage and McIntyre played his part well. This was a solid way to open the show with relatively little action. Our first match of the night was Dragunov's run of open challenges for the US title continuing this week, putting a belt on the line against Carmelo Hayes. Most of the people the Mad Dragon has faced in these open challenges have not felt like they had a chance to beat him. Hayes is the first one who you realistically could see doing it. Hayes wasn't intimidated. He was his usual cookie self, which is exactly what he needs to be, as it's what he's good at. And they didn't hold back and got right into the action as soon as the bell rang. The way these two guys do it are great. So having them in the first match practically guaranteed the show started well. Dragunov has been on SmackDown's strongest performance since he returned, but Hayes may have shown a bit brighter for him. Unfortunately for him, though, Ciampa tripped him up on the rope while they were distracted, allowing Dragunov to retain the title. Once he found out what happened, he was furious and he's going to take out his anger on Ciampa next week. Finally getting that match, can't wait. 8 out of 10. As we then got Alexa Bliss, Bass and Kairi Sane in the second match of this week's show. These two have had a feud over the tag titles and fought in Wargames, so they have no shortage of animosity. This is a back and forth battle, but Sane may have had a little more offense than Bliss. Flair and Asuka cheered on their respective partners as the goddess began making a comeback. The Queen and the Empress got into it at ringside when Sane sent Bliss up for her insane elbow. Bliss popped and grabbed her to hit the Sister Abigail out of nowhere to get the win. This was decent but didn't overstay its welcome. The attack by Lash and Nia adds another duo to the title match. They might have been teammates, but Oscar and Sane still don't stop them from fighting. 6 out of 10. Moving on then to Jade Cargill versus Alba Fire in what was easily the most predictable outcome of the night. Cargill's on her first run as world champion, while Fire just lost to Hale in NXT. They're not on the same level. That being said, Fire's a great wrestler who's done a lot to put over talent. She made sure the champ was paying attention to Chelsea Green more than her, so she hit a drop kick and took control right away. James and Julia showed up at ringside and attacked Green, driving her away from the ring. Fire was a stretcher which allowed Jade to hit a spine buster, a pump kick and a Jaded for the win. It was really too short to be anything special. But yeah, it didn't do much to help Jade's reign of champion. She didn't need squashes, she needs good performances against worthy challengers. So yeah, I'm going to give it a 4 out of 10. Solo Sikoa and the MFTs then gave a promo focusing on the Wyatt Six. This led to the Wyatts coming out for a standoff that turned into a fight. Tyler and Eric Rowan had the biggest exchange as the segment ended before the main event was that Last Time Is Now tournament. Knight surprised Gunther and got the upper hand early, sending the ring general out of the ring. As the match progressed, it became more even with both men getting in their offense. They had the last 20 minutes of the show and they had a lot of time to sell. This was one of Knight's best matches in quite a long time. Another long list of Gunther's great performances. Even though the result felt predictable, they did a good job making it seem like it could go either way. Knight even hit his finisher, but Gunther got his feet under the bottom rope. This was the best match of the tournament, it's exactly how it should be, and after putting up a good fight, Knight succumbed and tapped out. That's going to be an interesting theme in the final match. But yeah, Gunther v Cena, what we all expected, and to be honest, I'm really looking forward to it. And overall, SmackDown this week gets a 6 out of 10. I feel like this is quite a mixed episode of SmackDown. Yeah, some good bits on there, some bits that maybe didn't quite hit the mark as well. But I thought, this whole Gunther stuff was great. Enjoyed the US title stuff. Maybe some of the stuff in the women's division maybe needs a bit of work on.
That's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe. Follow us on our socials. Link in the description below for daily wrestling news, meme and content. Subscribe to our other channels on screen right now. That'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.